It's
Coffee.
no.
Coffee time.
It's not coffee
Coffee
time.
time.
No, it's not
no,
coffee.
It's coffee time.
It's not.
Get rid of water. Switch it back to coffee.
There is coffee. There's already coffee. There can be both. A little girl in the salsa commercial. Why not both? And also tea. Tea didn't leave either. All right, bud. Welcome to Breakfast Stream. I see that you've already seen the new alerts, which is really exciting. Chaz did an amazing job, and it feels like a natural evolution of like what we had, and also is just really neat. It's just really neat. Did anyone figure out the
Coffee.
the extra bonus feature yet?
I think they did already, actually.
Okay. Yeah. So it's real neat, and I'm extremely happy with it. Anyway, the secret is, I'll tell you, and then it won't be a secret. The secret is, if you treat your resub message like you would treat a star rain alert. So if your resub message contains just a single emote, then your emote will pop up in your resub as well. So in this way,
In the toast.
yeah, in the toaster. So in this way, you can actually customize your resub with an emote of your choice.
Hello, Kippies.
Yeah, in the Chaz is in the. I think Chaz is a little salty about that. Toaster, we presume the toaster is off screen. Anyway, it's real neat. It's really neat, and I'm happy. I'm happy about it. So, good job, Chaz. Chaz did really good. Hi, bud. Oh man, you know who else did really good? You know who else did really freaking good? Last night was the first night in, I don't remember how long. From the time we went to bed to the time we woke up, Kep did not meow all night.
He did not scream.
There was no screaming. I also didn't have to get up to pee. So last night, for the first time in a long time, I laid my head on the pillow, and the next time I woke up, it was because my alarm went off. This is funny because the day before was a really bad day, and he screamed for like 3 hours to the point where I went out yesterday and bought earplugs.
Good boy.
Because he had been doing really good, and then yesterday it was like, oh, that's really bad. All right, we should have earplugs. I went out and got earplugs, and then today he didn't meow at all. And I was like, okay. All right. Sure. So anyway, he's making progress. And then sometimes not, but also sometimes is. Jay says, was it because of the earplugs? No, we didn't use them. We didn't use them last night. We kept them in the room in case we had to use them.
No, we didn't need to.
But we didn't need them. If I use them, because I'm still like unsure about what's going on here. If I use them, I'll just put one in just this ear and then just lay on my right ear. And that's how we'll do it. Anyway, I am in Surl mode. So, I'm working on this. Radio Dread says, what was the EB item sound for? I thought it was my phone. So if you hit a plus, so if you hit 3, 6, 9, 18, 30 months, it'll play the Earthbound item get sound whenever you get a plus. I think it plays if you get a multiple of 12 too. So if you hit a year or 2 years. It's real neat. It real neat. It is,
Chaz says,
exciting.
yes, it does.
Yeah, okay. So Chaz did all the work on this, and then yesterday I helped fine-tune it for a little bit, but Chaz already had it most of the way there, so it's real cool. And these will be the sub-alerts just going forward. This will be used on all the
Fridays
streams.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost done too.
Okay. I tried to take a bite of my cereal, but one square got left on the spoon. Anyway, Elfie Goldfish with the 5 milk bombs. To Tule B, Low Wolf, Big Roach 66, Alien Whale, and Wildflower Wonder. Thank you, Elfie. I'll be reading off the other alerts as soon as I get more CTC in my veins. I'm also feeling pretty good.
Oh, that's way too hot.
We did go to bed a little bit late yesterday.
A little bit.
So, like, kept it good, but it wasn't like 8 hours. You know, I think it was 6 hours. But again, we haven't had any of that lately, so it was just really nice. I was like, I can't believe that we slept that long.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was. It was very nice.
CTC doesn't go in the veins.
But it probably could. IMO. It probably could. Thank you, Melissa.
Emmy says, I feel your pain, by the way, Steven. Dogs woke me up early this morning by kindly scratching the heck out of my arm.
Oh, God. So at least I don't have to deal with that. The cats never woke us up through assault. That never occurred. When they were really young, they would wake us up by marching.
I mean, kept it. Sagan never did.
Yeah, and for both of them, they would go under the covers. They would get under the covers, and sometimes we'd wake up and they'd just be down there chilling, and we'd be like, "Oh, hi, bud." But they that was only really a kitten thing. They
yeah, when Kepi was a little baby, he would just jump on the bed and just... He was so happy we were awake. I mean, that happens now. He's happy we're awake.
No. Queen of Twilight's asking for some good vibes. Good vibes. Hope that things can get better for you. I'll make sure that happens.
Coffee's still slightly too hot.
I'm still doing the no caffeine thing.
Uh-huh.
And, it's fine. I miss having a cup of... I mean, I guess I could give decaf again.
Yeah, we have decaf.
So it really is fine. It's just... I don't know. In my brain, it's... Renee says, I have a headache for you. I could probably go back to drinking caffeine, but I'm still going to wait it out. I'm going to wait it out till, like, probably mid-June.
I'd wait until you feel, like, much better.
Yeah.
You're not quite there
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, Emmy clarifies only one of the dogs scratched her. Well, that's good. Yeah, if folks didn't see, they probably did. Pikmin has ended and it has been replaced with GTA.
Oh yeah, that came out. Forgot.
Finally, after all this time. So. Raisins in my CTC. Oh, that would make me bad cereal.
Why?
Raisins in this?
What about Raisin Bran? It's kind of like Raisin Bran.
It's not kind of like Raisin Bran. In my humble opinion. A
You
little
paused chat scroll.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. There we go.
Slick Dude says 2 scoops in every box.
2 scoops in every box.
2 scoops.
Also, if someone writes Hog Boss in chat, they've been watching Casino Heist. That's just the international way that you know that someone's watching and enjoying Casino Heist. Hog Boss. You gotta make me Hog Boss.
No, I haven't seen it. Is that like a joke that you guys make, or is that something that happens in the heist?
Sorry, do you think that there's something in the heist called Hog Boss? Because that's infinitely
it did
funnier.
Sound very Alex.
It's an Alexism. So, in a previous heist, in order to even do the heist, we had to make a motorcycle club. It's completely unrelated to anything. But in GTA, there's a few different ways that you can structure a club. Mm-hmm. Like, you can do a motorcycle club. You can like start a small business, which I know sounds insane, but you can like start a business and then...
Is that like Chaz's nightclub?
I actually don't know if the nightclub counts, but it might. So like there's these different things that you can do, and then if you do that, you have created a club, and then the club can do heist missions.
Okay.
So at the time, the cheapest club to start was a motorcycle club. So as part of... I guess it was the last heist we did, whether the last heist we did was, like, we have to start a motorcycle club. And then Alex is like, I want to be Hog Boss. And I was like, okay, that's not one of the options. And he's like, Hog Boss, Hog Boss, Hog Boss. So, yeah, yes, Friend Riders with a Z. Friend Riders is the name of our motorcycle club. The fun thing is, we can actually turn this on during normal GTA episodes.
Uh-huh.
If you turn on Friend Riders... the Friend Riders group members can't kill each other, and it's hilarious because and I can make anyone a Friend Rider.
Yeah.
So like, if you're in the Friend Rider car, I can blow up your car, and you'll just get out. So there's a lot of that in the upcoming heist where, you know, if we could just blow people up and then they just walk out of the car and they're like. You could set people on fire, and it just looks like the cover of a Pink Floyd album. Like, they're just, like, chilling. It's great. Anyway, the 1,500 bits. Now I've eaten my cereal. It's from Chemist 2020, who says, gonna ask for some good vibes for my brother, my brother's travels today. He's got a long journey ahead of him, and I know it will all be fine. Hopefully no delays or any problems. Good vibes to your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asking for good vibes for travel is a good idea, very standard, especially if you got a long journey ahead of you, you know? Because there's some travel that takes a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, good vibes.
Kepler's acting like he sees a bug.
He was doing that yesterday. Oh, he must. He's going after something. What do you see, bud? You got good eyesight. I trust him. Although sometimes he is wrong.
I don't see anything.
I don't either. Anyway. 63 Phil says, can you use Friend Riders Invulnerability to set up some cool in-game cinematics? You can't use it during... Well, I guess you could... You might be able to get away with using it during cutscenes, but generally, if you're in a cutscene, it's... like everyone is in the cutscene. But like, could you do interesting things with it? Yes. I actually, while we were recording the heist, we talked about how we should really do another episode of GTA with the whole group, where we put everyone in Friend Riders, and then we like, I don't know, do something with that because you're invulnerable, you know, and that's fun. So we should try that. All right, let's read some of the resub alerts. We got 30 months from Hey It's Emily, 33 months from LHMS 1704, 27 months from MinPanda 33, 21 months from the YO LP, 4 months from KL Shadow Zero. We get a sub from Frodo the Jedi 0991. Welcome. Also Sparks, I like that. Stephen and Friends Riders. Oh, Emmy, the up and atomizer does not make people jump, though. That's the only thing. You can set people on fire, they'll be fine. If they're in a car, you can blow them up, they'll be fine.
But fall damage?
Well, you know how people go flying?
Yeah.
They don't go flying with the up and atomizer.
What if they're standing on the car?
Then that works, yeah. Or if they're in the car, it would work. But you can't do it on foot, so we would have to get a little creative. But it does work otherwise. Yeah. It would be. We should play around with it. We could do an entire overworld episode where everyone joins Friend Riders, and the episode is called "Everyone Joins Friend Riders." Oh, everyone joins with a Z. Joins. That's a good title. Everybody joins.
He says we are nothing if not creative.
Yeah, I mean, at least we got that going for us. Coffee. 25 months from Spark Strike 13. 7 months from Bacon Bit 87. 300 bits from Santiago 98. Hi, y'all guys are real saviors. I'm stuck guarding a gate for the next 3 hours and really needed something to keep from dying of boredom. We got you.
Yeah.
We got you. I hope that we can, we can't make the next 3 hours pass super quickly, but maybe the next hour we can make pass quickly. And that's a third. And, you know, what's that old adage? A third's most of the way there.
It's not.
Well, that's why it's an adage and not a fact. I think that's a famous one. 15 months from Mr. Squidtopus. 33 months from Danny X6. 10 months from Plusonic. 300 bits from my person, dude. Renee says, I've never heard that. I think you have. Liner says 2 out of 3 ain't bad. No, that's a philosophical statement from philosopher Meatloaf. 300 bits from a person, dude. Our cat was diagnosed with diabetes this week, and we have to transition him from free feeding to a strict feeding schedule. Wishes of luck and good vibes appreciated. Good vibes.
Good vibes on that.
We've had to transition. We've done that transition before. When the cats were kittens, they were free fed.
Yep.
And then that was fine. And then at some point we took them to the vet, and this was probably 18 months into their lives.
Yeah. 18
months, 24 months. The vet was like, they're getting kind of big, so we should stop. And yeah, it's there's an adjustment period, but within like 2 weeks, you'll probably.
We're also having to get used to giving him insulin shots. Carly has to do that for Kyle's parents' dog. So if they go on a trip, Carly goes and does that for the dog.
Yeah. Oh no. Sure.
Sprite is really zippy.
It really makes you think.
The bubbles go to your head.
How'd they make such a good drink?
It has lemon and lime.
And it doesn't keep me up all night.
There is no caffeine.
And that's why I drink Sprite. Oh, hi-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di. That was a good one. Dee-di, dee-di.
It's because I'm most of the way through my coffee, I can think.
That was pretty good. There's very few times where we get through. There's very few times where we get through.
A song.
Yeah, even get through a duet. Let alone there's some level of bouncing back and forth. You picked up where I was going with the I don't stay up all night.
Lemon and lime and nothing else. Do you want
There's
some
more
more homemade Sprite? Not till you figure out what else is in it.
There's more to it. Anyway, that was 5,000 from Chemist. 2020 says, what are your thoughts on Sprite? The soda, as well as related to the no caffeine challenge. So, when I am out, and I get something out, if I get a meal through a drive-thru or something, I usually get Coke or unsweet tea. That's what I usually get. But, because both of those contain caffeine, I've had to think about it a little bit because we've had a few meals, and I've been like, oh shoot, what do I get? So I've actually been going with Sprite. Sometimes lemonade, because lemonade is also a good choice. And I like Sprite. Sprite was definitely my drink of choice when I was real young, like elementary school.
Same. And root beer.
I didn't really have root beer till I was older.
Wisconsin.
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, Sprite good. Sprite really, really good. And I haven't missed caffeine. I really haven't. But also, I still feel like it wasn't doing anything to me, and I was probably still fine to drink it. I miss Coke, I guess. But I don't miss it, because I was only ever drinking like one a week anyway. So it's like, you know, at some point I'll go back to drinking it. We got 22 months from Yuki Mizuno. 63 Phil says, you missed the option. That's what I miss. I don't like things being like
taken from you.
Taken from me, even though I'm the one that did it. But it's fine. It's fine for now. 12 months from Opal Siren. 9 months from Cabry29. 16 months from Samarolian. 300 bits from Prince, who says, I have an interview today. Good vibes requested. If hired, it'll be my first job that gives me a paycheck. I'll be going from a waitress only getting tips to a paid waitress who also gets tips.
That's actually a big difference.
It is a big difference.
As someone who was a server and only got tips for a long time.
Yeah. Good vibes. I hope the interview goes well. GamerGirl2108 gives a sub to Prince. Caper29 with 300 bits. I'm trading in my 9-month sub for a fluffy Twitch puppy named Goose. Does Goose honk or bark? Or both? Or both. You ever seen those videos of
the cat barking?
Yeah, I was going to say of animals making sounds that you feel like they shouldn't. But that's the best example, is the cat looking out the window or whatever and barking, and then the person comes up to them and they slowly go, roar, roar,
meow,
meow, meow, meow. It's like, oh shoot, you caught me.
There's a few people in chat asking how it's legal to pay someone only in tips.
That's a thing. I'm assuming they don't live in the U.S.
Not every state, though, does this.
It's true. Not big. Keep in mind that the United States is 50 different countries, and everyone does it differently. But there's like probably about half. Probably about half the states do it that way.
At least.
At least.
There's a minimum wage, but there's a minimum wage for tipped employees, which normally is. Oh,
like
when we
$2.
were doing it, it was like $2.
It's like $2.
And it basically covers the tax.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might get a paycheck if your tips were low, but it was rare.
Yeah.
213? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, Mech is like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's legal, but nobody likes it, even tippers. Adriel says, yeah.
Yeah. The general consensus is that, no one likes the system, but no one knows how to fix the system.
There's some restaurants stepping up, and they're like, please don't tip our employees. They're going to be paid an actual wage. Living wage, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My apologies to all of our international viewers who are learning something else about America they don't like.
Yeah.
It's fine. We got a lot of them. 200 bits from Yvette. 200 very funny bits. GamerGirl2108 gives a sub to Emmy, to Mom Zelda. 16 months from Queen of Twilight. 30 months from Jennifer Jack. 9 months from Kimikawa. 7 months from Super X40. We got 300 bits from Danny, who says, follow up to last week's Good Vibes request. I got cast in 7 Brides.
Awesome.
Not the exact role I wanted, but considering all the cuts they made, I feel pretty good. Nice.
I've only seen the beginning of the movie version.
I don't know.
There's a big dance scene, and it's really impressive.
I do not know what it is.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers?
That didn't help.
Okay.
Yeah, but also, folks probably knew that I
had never seen
it. So that's fine. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I'm happy that Danny got a role. I'm like, yeah, that. But do I know what it is? I don't. He says it's a weird show. Didn't age great, but the dancing is fun. See, that's good. That's good. Anyway.
I thought maybe you had seen it with film school stuff.
I haven't seen The Godfather, Mallory. Jamming James says, how many years has Stephen been vlogging for? Hey, I can answer that because I'm Stephen. 11 and a half? Is that it? Yeah, 11 and a half. 11 and a half. It'll be 12 in...
November?
Yeah, it'll be 12 in November. We're pretty sure... We're pretty sure I have the longest running vlog. Pretty sure we have the longest running daily vlog. It's just not yet the longest running daily vlog because I haven't finished the 2018 stuff. So that's neat. 13 months from Crimson430. Thank you. 300 bits from Shy says, friend riders do C4 sumo. Stop the Maze Bank helipad. I mean... Oh, you probably meant atop the Maze Bank helipad. I would be down for that. Just getting everyone up there and doing something in such a way to blow people off of the building would work. They can't die. If the fall damage was because someone else did it, then they won't be killed. And that could be fun. We just have to figure out the specifics. 30 bits from Trent says, the same exact conversation about Alex wanting to be Hog Boss happened in the last heist. Make me Hog Boss. There's roll, roll, and roll. Hog Boss. That's not a roll. I found that so funny. Yeah, that's exactly how it went down. And then I had to figure out what he meant when he says hog, because he doesn't say. He just is like Hog Boss. I'm like, that's not one of the options. Trudel says, you should start saying you have a Guinness World Record. Then when they get mad, just tell them to verify you. We talked about it on Disc Only once. And I think it's like I think it costs like $300 to get them to like...
I have no idea.
Do it. It's something that's seriously not important to me. Like, whether someone's been doing something longer than anyone else doesn't really matter to me, but also if it is me, then it's just me. I don't need a thing that tells me that I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I just did it. Renee says we all know it. We all know it in our hearts, and it's not worth 300. It's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel. Once we catch up on 2018. If people started like really pushing for it, if it was something that like the community cared about, and they're like, no, you should do it because it's like you did the thing, then I might look into it. But for me, I'm like, whatever. Don't care really. Line Rider, 300 bits. My finals in the last week went far better than I could have imagined. Thanks for the vibes. Also, my birthday's on Sunday, and I'm having an in-person vaccinated party on Saturday night.
Happy
Woo!
birthday.
Excellent. Yeah, and happy early birthday. It is, and also, good job with the finals. It's so exciting to have folks in the house and do a thing. It really is. It's, magical. It's magical. We had everyone in last Thursday, right? Yeah,
yes.
Last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
And that was fun. I don't think we're doing that today.
No.
Because Mao's working and really needs the day to work, so we're not going to be doing that. But that's okay. Another time soon, even. Once we get to that point, we'll be good. Let's see. Chat probably answer them by the time I do. Let's see, 300 bits from Sudbite. I found out that there's a Fallout Miniatures game, i.e. kind of in the same vein as Warhammer. Sorry, my brain read Warhammer and Fallout and said Walmart. So even though I read it correct, my brain read it as a Walmart Miniatures game. And I had to stop what I was saying and go back because my brain was like, Walmart Miniatures game. Now that I've done that, I found out there's a Fallout Miniatures game. You know, Fallout, the series Fallout, not the retail store Walmart. I kind of in the same vein as Warhammer and got a couple models to paint. The problem is mine were somehow missing their hard hats and rib cages, so now I've got to add my own. I like it. Your alert was not intended to be funny or confusing, and it is not. It's just I am incapable of reading. Also, now I really want a Walmart board game.
There might be one.
Spark says, remember when you LP'd Walmart for 5 years? I would be down for playing Walmart the game. Maybe it's on Tabletop Simulator. You know, people made Dog the game. Maybe there's Walmart the game. I would play the crap out of Walmart the game. That would be very, very fun. I'm hoping that we can find. Also, I don't know if we ever said this publicly, and there's no guarantees here. There's no guarantees, but you can. It's possible to make your own board game in
Board Game Online. Not Board Game Online. Tabletop Sim.
I'm not with her. What have you done? Tabletop Simulator. If folks made a Tabletop Simulator board, it's something that we have the potential to play. It's not a guarantee, because it'd have to be really good. You'd have to be really, really good, but it's something that we could do at some point.
Would Walmart the game just be a reskin of Monopoly?
No.
It have to be its own thing?
Yeah. I don't want to reskin a Monopoly. I don't want to play Walmartopoly. I want to play a game that involves, like, it has been well thought out. In fact, I want to spitball this right now. I really do. Why would Jeff Dunham and Walter be Walmart? Oh, because he's a Walmart greeter. That's what the puppet does. Oh, I see.
Oh, I have no idea.
On that same vein, I'm trying to think of how this board game would be structured. What is the premise of the board? Oh, sorry. Put aside the Walmart thing for a second. Supermarket Sweep as a board game just sounds like a cool idea. I just don't know how that would work. It could be Supermarket Sweep, or it could be like you play.
Imagine like a clue board, but it's a supermarket, and you have to go around and get things.
Walmart is a reskin of Gloomhaven. Not the direction I thought we were going, but yeah, sure. I like the idea of Supermarket Sweep. I just don't know how it would work, because the thing that makes Supermarket Sweep work on television is the frantic, fast-paced nature, which I do feel like you would lose a little bit if it's a board game. There has been fast-paced board games, you know, but like, I'm not exactly sure how it would work. Noah says, hear me out. Walmart the game, but it plays like Civ 6. Supermarket Sweep video game would work. Danny's got that right. Supermarket Sweep video game would work. Oh my god. What is Alex doing? Creating Scrabble FPS? Throw it in the trash. New idea. Multiplayer Supermarket Sweep, and you can't call it that because that's licensed, so it would be like, what's, Grocery Grab. There you go, I already came up with the title. Grocery Grab. Grocery Grab, new multiplayer game, and that would work. That would work. And you know it would work. Oh my god. Oh, I want this. Also, people don't know that Alex is legitimately working on Scrabble FPS. Okay, it doesn't work just because... Brandon, I anxiously wait your name. You let me know. Can't wait to see your name that you thought up in 5 seconds. Okay, so Scrabble FPS, it's true. It's not called... It needs more than a name. No, it doesn't. Disagree. That's not how my ideas work. Okay, I gotta back up on Scrabble FPS. In college... Chaz has got a link for you. So if you want to see it in action, Chaz has got a link. In college...
What is that noise? Anyway.
I don't know.
It stopped.
I think it's my raid. That's fine. In college... Chaz. Alex... Same person, really. Alex was making video games because he was a game designer. Chaz did not like that. What does that say about Alex, Chaz? Yikes. I love all my friends equally. Chaz did not want to be Alex. He was like, no, I don't. All right. Where was I? Sorry, I've gotten way off track.
In college, Alex.
In college, Alex
went to school.
Alex went to school for game design, and was really good at it. Actually, for folks that don't know, he was really, really good at it. Like, and he'll never tell you this because he's too humble, but like top of his department sort of thing. Graduated magna cum laude, and had a lot of.
He won a special award.
Yeah, he won a special award. Like he did really good. Like he's actually extremely good at what he did. It's not just like, yeah, he went to school for game design, that's really neat. It's like, no. He's actually very, very good at what he does. And then he got out of school and got a million times more experience, and now he's insanely good at what he does. I get to talk about my friends in good, positive ways because he's really great. Anyway, he was always working on stuff in college, and while I was working on stuff in college, I used to joke. I'm going to assume that this is something that I came up with. At this point, it's been so long ago, I can't remember. But I think I came up with the idea of Scrabble FPS. And I told him, I was like, you know what you should be working on? I was like, is a concept that would never work. We took two elements that just could not fit together. And what I had come up with was Scrabble FPS. Maybe he came up with it. At this point, I really don't remember. But I pitched that to him, and then that became a running joke all throughout college.
Someday I'm going to work on Scrabble FPS.
You know, is like, if Alex was getting bogged down in his work, I'd be like, you know what you should do?
Quit your job.
I was like, you should throw all your... This was in college. I was like, stop working on that project and start working on Scrabble FPS. And then every once in a while, he'd be like, how would that even work? And like sometimes we would spitball like ideas, and it was always just completely nonsensical because these are things that just they cannot exist. Anyway, fast forward out of college, Alex has worked on multiple games. I think his first game out of college was the Black Eyed Peas Experience.
Was it that?
Was that his first game?
No, I think something came before that.
Maybe something came before that, but he worked on Black Eyed Peas Experience. He worked on... He was a very important part for one of the Call of Duties. I don't remember which one because there's 100,000 Call of Duty games. He's done a lot of theme park rides.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's most worked on, and a lot of people don't even know that. If you've ridden a ride at one of the major theme parks in the U.S. where you're like on a Infinite Warfare, that's the COD game. Thank you. Where if you've ridden on a theme park ride where you have like... There's
one in Texas that I know.
Yeah, one of the...
Specifically. I can't remember the name of the ride, though.
Yeah, it was some sort of superhero thing.
Yeah, Marvel...
I don't know, superheroes. Some sort of superhero thing. Anyway, it's a superhero ride, and it's like...
VR...
Maybe VR-y, and you got like a gun at Six Flags. Yeah, I think it's at Six Flags. Anyway.
Justice League sounds right, but I don't know.
Maybe it's Justice League. I think it's a Justice League. I don't know. I'm also... Am I allowed to say all this? Maybe. It's fine. This is old work. It's fine. Anyway, so he's done a lot of those, actually. He's worked on...
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaz is like, I'm not sure. Anyway. So he's worked on a lot of stuff. And he's just really, really talented and does all that sort of stuff. And what were we talking about?
Alex doing a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. So he's worked on this. Anyway, in the past few months, he started to play around with the idea of doing, the idea of Scrabble FPS, like, first as a joke and then, like, kind of real. And now it is kind of real, to the point where he actually told me yesterday, he's like, I just about have this ready for, like, playtesting, where our group could actually, like, try it out. So, and as Chaz linked to his Twitter, like, he's working on trying to actually make... It obviously will not be called Scrabble FPS. But yeah, it's very real. It's actually super cool. So yeah, even if you don't watch it right now, click the link and bookmark it so you can watch it after the stream, because it's just really cool. It's just really, really cool. He's trying to make the concept work. And yeah, he's got a Patreon too. So you can support his work. But that's what he's working on as of the past few months. Yeah. Oh, Thomas says, can confirm the game is very, very fun and cool to play. So Thomas has played it.
Yeah, when you were doing something recently on a Saturday, like, some people were trying it out.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we are, at some point we will bring it to Stephen and Friends. That's gonna be happening. I don't know the specifics of when, but I think he actually has some titles in mind.
Yeah.
It's just, I've always called it Scrabble FPS. It'll always be Scrabble FPS in my heart. And he says, yeah, we played it, Steven. Get with the time. Yeah, I gotta play it at some point. But we'll do a play test, and then whenever Alex is ready for it to be, like, shown off, like, probably preferably once it's for sale, I guess. Like, once he's got it, like, in the Steam marketplace, we will do a video on it to show people it and try to get it some traction and stuff. But yeah, it's something that he's working towards, like, finishing and then releasing and selling on Steam. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that was a long tangent that may or may not contain information I wasn't supposed to share, but it's probably fine. We got a sub from Chris Smith Videos TV. Welcome. 24 months from Dr. Luigi 51. 27 months from Azel with an E. 30 bits from LHMS 1704. Things are really looking bright here where I live in Norway. The rainy days are over and I can finally enjoy some sun and warm weather at around 65, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Good vibes. I mean,
that sounds like wonderful weather.
That's nice. That's go outside in shorts and a t-shirt weather and just relax.
It's gonna be 90 here today without the heat index.
I mean, it's almost June. It only gets worse.
I know.
We're not in the hot months yet.
I know.
This is spring.
I know.
Yeah. It's fine. 300 bits from Judasis. Mal-confusing tabletop sim with Board Game Online reminds me of the old Stephen Craft days and playing that with the mod team. Good times. Yeah, Board Game Online, we don't,
Coffee!
It may have adult references. We don't heavily advertise that game. 300 bits from Ollie Tomlinson, who says, "Morning all. I have a drum exam in just under a week, and then I would have completed my second year of uni. Then I can finally relax and see my family again after months of not being able to." Nice.
Awesome.
Hope your exam goes well, and then also you'll finally get a chance to relax and see family. So, like, there's so much good happening after. I hope that you continue to be excited about it, and then that excitement explodes. I mean, you don't explode. I don't want you to explode. I don't want anyone to explode. I'm just saying it's cool to be excited about something. Also, other folks may... this may be a mood for people. This is how we feel. You always have to have something to get excited about.
Yeah.
You have... Like, that's the way Mal and I operate. And it could be something that's, like, long-term. Like, oh, there's a trip we're going to do at some point. So, like, oh, yeah, 9 months away if we're going to do this thing. Or it could be short-term, like, I'm going to eat a lunch. Like, there always has to be something to like, keep me going. Some sort of little thing to look forward to. Some sort of goal or reward.
It was Steven's going to pick up dinner after he goes and does a taxes thing.
Yeah, and I did. So, like, there has to be little things that, like, on a day level, on a bigger level, that I'm always like, I gotta look forward to this. C. Sarn says, I was excited from the new update for Monster Hunter. So yeah, like, that's, like, either a video game coming out, or, like, a patch or something. Waiting for your brother. Like, there has to be little things. Anyway, maybe not everyone operates like that, but we absolutely operate like that around here, where we're always, you know, looking forward to what the next thing is, and then trying to get excited about that. So, yeah, maybe it's Saturday morning breakfast. For us, it's usually Sunday morning is our big breakfast day, and then sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. But if we talk about it a few days before, it'll definitely happen, because we'll be like, what if we had...
We're just living out the Portlandia sketch.
I mean, we are.
I know.
Actually.
I mean, since I look forward to Saturday night every week. Me too.
Same. I hate it when things are really, really busy around here, and then, like, I am late or non-existent, because that's literally, like, one of my favorite days of the week.
Speaking of which, we won't be there this Saturday.
Well, yes, yeah. But there's gonna be something else exciting happening. So, yeah, that's fine. We can't talk about it yet. It's gonna be a surprise to everyone. I think it'll be a pretty big surprise. Pretty big surprise. Completely unrelated. Emil says, "Good morning. I love you guys." Yeah, Mal's one of the guys.
I know.
5 months from Jamie K7. Thank you. 301 bits from Somber Mink 91 with the Proton Bagel Star Rain. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu. Earlier today, I managed to get a 2-centimeter cut on my finger from a bramble while out walking. Fortunately, I was able to stifle the blood quickly and clean it up when I got home. It's fine now. Also, Mommy. Well, I'm sorry that you got hurt, but I'm glad that you fixed it. I don't know that I've ever heard someone use the word bramble.
Yeah.
I've always heard, like, thorn. The only time I've ever actually heard the word bramble is in the title of the song.
I know.
And, like, I gathered from I know what a bramble is.
Yeah.
I'm aware of what it is. But I've never actually heard anyone use it in anything other than music from Donkey Kong Country Series games. So...
What about thicket?
I don't think I've ever heard anyone use thicket. Codeface says that's a British thing, right? That would make sense, because rare is British. It's a UK thing, so maybe that's why. Because the folks in the US, I don't believe really use bramble. Again, it's like, we know what it is, but
yeah,
Chaz, that would make sense because Diddy Kong is British.
Are you okay?
I really like that. I'm just imagining his hat is different. It's a little
a chapeau.
Whoa, you gotta tell me what that is. I don't know what that is.
French for hat.
Oh. He got a little special British hat.
A flat cap, yeah, I bet. That's...
Yeah. Yeah. And he has a cup of tea with his pinky extended.
A little Diddy monocle.
Did you? I like how very quickly our interpretation of British Diddy just becomes like Monopoly Man. Everyone in the UK is like, is that what you think? Is that what comes to mind? And we're like, well, if we're not stopped, we do keep going, and eventually we just recreate the Monopoly Man.
Hi, sweetheart. Come here.
It's fine. J Spook says, please make art of British Diddy artists. I do request that. If we've got artists that are like, you know what, I have been meaning to draw Diddy Kong. Just make him British.
Come here.
Because that sounds magical.
Come here, Cuppies.
Hey, bud, you coming up? Your feet are in his thing.
I know.
Well, that's why he's mad. Move your feet so he can enjoy his chair. That's his chair.
My footrest.
You can share. Oh, he came up here. Oh, good stinker.
Hi, baby.
He's a good boy. Anyway, 300 bits from NG Ben says, isn't Bookworm Adventures technically Scrabble FPS? You form words from an assortment of letters and shoot them at your enemies. I've never heard of Bookworm Adventures, so I have no idea. Although it...
was a good cat,
I mean, right now... I mean, I don't know what Alex's ultimate plan is, but right now his game is structured a little bit differently from that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and it might continue to evolve, too. Oh, he's a good boy.
Huh?
You're a good boy. He didn't wake us up last night. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
And we're done with Snuggles.
We done with Snuggles? What's your deal? He wanted his chair the whole time. He's just like, he placated you to get access to his chair. That's what it was. 17 months from Keldeo60. Thank you. And 100 bits from Net the Hunter. Appreciate it. And then, sure, as it comes in, 300 bits from Shai says, Steven's view of British people is basically that one scene from Ace Ventura when nature calls. And you must be the Monopoly guy. Hey, thanks for the free parking. I've seen that movie a lot.
I know.
I've seen it a whole lot. Seavine says, if there's not VR support, I'll riot. I cannot speak for Alex. I mean, I can and I have, but I shouldn't. So we'll just have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. But maybe he'll do that. It's possible. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he ends up doing with it. And he has been working. I mean, he's been going full hog boss on it, so I really think that he'll make some progress, in the next, few months, and maybe we'll actually see it out. So it'll be great. Emmy, I did not. Please make sure I see it after the show. Oh God, Brandon says no. Is it bad? You can just show it. Is it bad? So Steven's point of reference for life is Ace Ventura. I watched the When Nature Calls film quite a bit when I was young. It's really not Ace Ventura. It's more Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was heavily influenced my sense of humor, especially when I was young. Let's see. We got 17 months from Moonlit Boulevard. Thank you.
Samantha Natalie says, my brother went to GameStop north of Baltimore yesterday wearing one of the artist shirts, and the manager and the person at the register recognized it.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I love that. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I love hearing those sorts of stories. It's really cool.
And also, Samantha Natalie resubbed 6 months.
It's true. That one hasn't come across yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
No. See, these are color coded. See, these are color coded.
I see, but
Now it's up.
now it's up.
You got there. 6 months from Samantha. 380 bits from Adrian Co with the George Beans. Sometimes I need reminded, and that's just a real easy way of reminding me. Like, hey, you didn't do the beans. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just gotta remember to do the beans.
How's bath time, Tapas?
I forget about the beans sometimes. Forget. Let's see. What are
Things happening?
Yeah, what are things that are happening
Tomorrow's
today?
Friday.
Tomorrow's
Oh. PQRS.
Coffee.
TUV. Oh, yeah, Las Vegas says Lighthouse. Oh, that's a good reminder. I'll mention that in a minute. Tomorrow is Friday. We are back in Breath of the Wild at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you know, I hope you'll join us. We are not beating the game, but we are going to do basically everything but beat the game. Still got a few more viewer suggestions that we're gonna take a look at, and it should be a good time. It should be fun, and it also means that we'll like be. I mean, I think at the end of the next stream we'll be in pretty good shape for finishing the game. Disco and Lee's next week. Disco and Lee's on Tuesday. Today, the Grand Theft Auto Casino heist continues on at noon. So there's more of that. And
Vlogs?
yeah, is there anything besides vlogs?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Mal's still working on her
Painting.
still working on the painting.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming along. We're really hoping for Saturday release, and I mean that would be really great.
Yeah, it would.
That'd be really great. It looks good. It looks really good. All right. So now let me tell you, last stream, or on Tuesday's breakfast stream, folks were really excited because I had said that at 11 a.m., so right after breakfast stream ended, that folks will get a chance to watch a 2018 vlog, and that made everybody very happy. So I did it again. So today at 11 a.m., which is just about an hour from now, there is another 2018 vlog, which is why some folks are talking about Lighthouse. I had posted a picture of it in Discord, and yeah, there's a vlog coming out today where we go to the Portland Headlight in
Portland.
in
Maine.
in Portland, Maine. So yeah. Thank you, Sparks. Yeah, it's good. It, you know, I will try my best to continue releasing 2018 stuff as I'm able. Some for the most part, all the ones I'm working on right now are time consuming.
Yeah.
But
What do we do the next day?
the next day we explore Kennebunk Town, and the next day after that's Fun Spot.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember how long we stayed in Kennebunk.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Rachel says, hey, Stephen, Modest Mouse just announced they're touring during the second half of this year. Neat.
Oh, I did see that.
The Earth is healing.
They're gonna be in Raleigh.
They just dumped, or they're starting to dump.
New album.
Yeah. The new album comes out in June, I think. So that's exciting. They move at a glacial pace, which is why they have titled their record company Glacial Pace Recordings, because that is how often they release an album. They're like, has it been like 5 or 6 years? Well, we should probably release an album, and that's how they work. That's not a joke, by the way. It's actually real. they're called. It's called glacial pace, and that is exactly why. 300 bits from Ziasarn says, I'm gonna try a weekly thing that could be fun for everyone. Ever want to spice up your food plating game? Try imagining your plate as a clock and put your starch on 3, your protein on 6, and your veggies on 9. Interesting. But what goes on 12? And in the middle? Sorry, I mean, you know. You don't have to eat 5 things. And DL says, I like how the idea of releasing a single is dumping the album slowly. They've released 2. I mean, it might be more than 2, and I just didn't know about it. But if they release 1, it's a single. If they release more than 1, it's a dump. They dump in it. They're just, you know, they're standing at the river with the big oil drum of songs, and they're pouring it in. If that was how they described their songs, I think people would subconsciously not buy the album. They'd be like, oh, I feel like Modest Mouse poisons the environment. I don't know why I think that, but I don't know if I want to listen to the album. Aeronautical says, these songs don't sound sustainably made. I am a dump expert, just not the kind you think. Yeah, there's supposed to be 4 things on the plate, right?
What?
Your meat and 3.
Coffee.
Yes, ma'am. I'll have the ham, and then I'll just have 3 servings of okra. You want all of them to be all of the okra? Yes, ma'am. You sure? Can I bring you like a side of something else? No, ma'am. That's fine. Just okra. Okay. We don't judge here. 300 bits from Gamer Girl says, I don't know if anyone else saw this, but Sega is going live for Sonic the Hedgehog's 30th anniversary today. It was announced on Twitter yesterday. I saw something about that. They're going to be announcing, hopefully, some neat things. Sonic Generations 2 generation again. Double the generation.
Coffee.
Renee says, I'll take that to go and eat it directly in the bathroom. It's a shame people don't like okra. Okra great. I think most people can get behind
Only like
fried.
it fried.
You don't like it snotty? Not down with the snotty? Also, if people don't know about okra, they're going to be like, what?
I had never heard of it till I came down here.
Noah says, why did you describe it like that? Noah, why do you think? There's certain ways that you can cook okra.
What's okra? It is the weirdest vegetable that grows in the strangest way, and if you cook it wrong, which is a way some people like to eat it, it is slimy.
I can eat it slimy. It's not my preferred way.
It's in the Philippines. Yeah, it's also in Japan. They use it in a few dishes. But
Yeah.
It was not something we had in Wisconsin.
They also dry them out and make they put them in potato chip bags. Like they're just, you can eat them, and then they're like crunchy, and they're good that way too. They're good every way. Some people only like them fried, and that's fine.
It looks like a weird pepper. Yeah, they grow up like they're pods. Like I feel like they would hang like a bell pepper, but they don't. It's so weird.
I like them, but also I grew up in the Southeast where we have it at every buffet. So, yeah, I've never tried natto.
It's more goopy than natto, in my opinion.
It's not for everyone. Again, I know it's very visceral, but snotty was the best description of it. Like, absolutely the best description. Look up some pictures or videos or something. Or don't. Just be like, nah, just forget this conversation happened. That's fine. 3 bits from Chaz says, I don't know why when I heard you say the earth is healing, my mind went, holy has been cast and meteor has been halted, the world is saved. There's a video game reference for everything. If you look, yes, anything can be connected back to gaming. Sometimes you gotta go around, but you can still find
Although Chaz and Jeff had not, though, in Japan. Stephen didn't.
I don't like the idea that it's served cold.
Is it always served cold?
I don't think I would mind trying it if it was served. I just don't like cold foods. I really don't. And I listen. I microwave my avocado, man. Yeah, 63 Phils is on the same beat as me. I microwave my avocado. You know, so like that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'd probably be down to try natto if it was warm. Fossil says typically room temp. And I want it hot. And I don't know enough Japanese to be like, could you put this in the microwave? I would just have to learn the word for microwave and then chant it while like holding it up and being like, and then they'd be like, gross, no, who does that? They'd think that can't possibly be what he wants. But I would try it if it was, you know. How Creative Me says, do you microwave your cereal? No. What a ridiculous idea. Max says, my biggest struggle in Japan was trying to let someone know I didn't want onions on my pizza. Yeah, that would be hard. Like, I'm very fortunate that I'm really not a picky either. And for the most part, even in the States, I order things as they come. The only thing I don't really love is I don't really love mayo. If it's on a sandwich, I can eat it. But I don't love it. Max says, I succeeded by literally showing him my phone translating onion to Japanese. Oh, well, you know. Hey, if it worked. If it worked. Thomas says, but straight from the jar, nah. Well, I mean, like, in Japan's a good example of this, because when we went to Japan, there was, first off, the Japanese really like mayo, and they put it on a lot of stuff, and also, they use a lot.
Yeah.
They use a lot. And there was a few times where I got something, and, like,
there was way too much mayo.
I had to scrape it off, man, because I was like, I'm gonna puke. I cannot eat. Like, I got a, you know, I get a burger from McDonald's, and, like, it was, like, loaded with mayo, and I was like, okay. Okay.
Kewpie mayo is good. It's more yolky, but there's way too much of it.
Yeah, like a condiment. This is a strong opinion. It's not strong. It's a weak opinion, but everyone will agree with. A condiment is designed to be like it's a thin layer. It doesn't matter what you're using, you know. Like,
would you like some hamburger with your mayo?
Yeah,
how it was served.
It felt like it was given equal rights with the lettuce and the tomato and all this other stuff. And I'm like, it should just be like a little thin layer. Like, yeah. You taste a condiment, as opposed to we have added as much mayo as there is any other ingredient. Samantha says disagree. I mean, the only time it would be different is if your equal rights is not what I meant to say, but it's what I said, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to roll with it. Equal food rights. Like, if you have a condiment that you're dipping, then that's fine, because that's
to control how much you add. For your own taste.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But if it's on a thing,
coffee.
I'm trying to think of something where you want it drenched. What is something where you just want something drenched?
Frosting on a cinnamon roll.
It's actually a really good example. I don't know if it's super accurate.
Nachos is a good example. Slick Dude says nachos.
Ribs are a good one. Pulled pork sandwich, maybe. Although,
syrup.
Those are always served dry and you put it on yourself. So, yeah. Thomas doesn't want anything because he don't want to be sticky. Ribs, I think ribs is probably a really, really good example because you're probably not eating your ribs dry. I mean, some people do, and that's fine. But like, you're probably having sauce on them. You want there to be a lot of sauce. But like, on a sandwich, man. Texas barbecue has entered the chat. Let me read some things. 2033 bits from Zay. Ow. That hurt. 2033 bits from Zeta Program. Which says, Peggy has arrived, here to have some breakfast with the grandparents and break more physics. That's an avocado crime, Steven. Don't microwave them, just leave them out.
They are room temp.
They are room temp. I don't want them room temp. I want them hot. There's a difference. There is cold and room temp and hot. I want them hot. That's why they go in the microwave. They haven't been in the fridge. They've been on the counter. I have not met anyone other than my mother who enjoys it this way. So, like, I'm not surprised that folks are not on board with this. I've never met anyone else in my life who does.
It's awful.
The color changes a little bit, and they release a scent. You want me to go back to the snotty okra? Is that better? Anyway, I like it. I like it, so, you know, it's not for everybody. In fact, it's literally for nobody except my mother and I. And, like, why? I don't... Maybe it's hereditary. Blame my mom. I don't know. Did you get the hot avocado gene?
I got the sour cream gene.
I think I got off. I think I got off better with that. Thomas says, repeat the best mantra. It's not for me. It's true. Some things are not for people, and that's fine. Noah says, why do you eat foods the wrong way? I'm not starting with Noah. Noah has egg opinions, and that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Real Moist Pony, thank you for the 12 moist months. I see that resub message. I can still read resub messages in chat. It's probably obvious. It shows up as a chat message. Also, here's a clap for hitting a year. The moistest year there's been. 300 bits from Adrian Quell says, my pet peeve is when people drown barbecue in barbecue sauce. That is not a barbecue dish anymore. It's a pile of sauce. Counterpoint. Eating barbecue is a way to get more sauce into your body. Just saying.
We're gonna get into some very strong barbecue opinions here.
Oh, I don't toe that line. No, I'm not. I'll let the barbecue people fight because I'm in mustard land, so I get mustard. We got some Mission Barbecue the other day to go, and they finally added South Carolina mustard. They've never had it. They've had Georgia mustard, but they finally added South Carolina mustard, and you know, it was nice. Some folks hating on mustard, and like, you know, that's fine, but you're missing out. You're missing out. Also, if your idea of barbecue sauce is barbecue sauce, it's
tomato based.
Yeah, tomato based, and like never shall you move from that. You're really missing out.
Coffee.
You're really missing out. Mustard based sauces are fantastic. They're super strong because mustard is super strong, and I freaking love it. And you can do Georgia mustard, which is more on the sweeter side, or you can do South Carolina mustard, which is almost spicy.
Yeah,
the Mission's version of it was potent. It was potent. Thomas, we won't go to Alabama anymore. We got a sub
and
from.
then there's North Carolina vinegar base.
There's a lot.
What's the North Carolina barbecue place we went to with Dan?
Smithfield's.
Yeah, and it was like only vinegar-based barbecue, and I was like,
Yeah. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I am fortunate in that I like everything really when it comes to barbecue. I've never had bad barbecue. There's definitely certain kinds I prefer over others, but does it matter? No. Like if I'm in Texas, I can chill with the Texans and eat their barbecue. If I'm in North Carolina, I can do the same. And when I have the option, I'm gonna get mustard because I love.
see,
I
I
love
want
mustard.
a sweet tomato-based smoky sauce. The house sauce.
Tennessee.
The house sauce at Barbecue House is amazing. It's probably my favorite.
Just when he is in Texas, he wears a hat. I gotta bring back that hat, man. I gotta bring back that hat. My big old cowboy hat. Anyway, we got a sub from Yami Florence. Welcome. 300 Bits from Gold Mage says, assuming you want to play and make content of all of them and possibly stream them, what will you do if Elder Scrolls 6, Breath of the Wild 2, and Bioshock 4 all came out at the same time, say in a year from now? Well, I would have to block calls from Chaz. That'd be my first step. Because he would tell me no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Some of those can coexist. Some of those could coexist. Breath of the Wild 2 is something that Mal and I would stream together. Elder Scrolls 6 is something I would stream alone. Bioshock 4 would be the harder one to figure out, but maybe that could be recorded or something. I don't know. But yeah, I would love to. I can't wait to play all those games. I'm very, very excited about those games. It would be a good time whenever that finally happens. 30 Bits from Say the Program says, yes, Steven, set the avocado on fire. It will taste marginally better for you. Also, never heard of okra, especially okra with snot. Never challenged Texas when it comes to barbecue. I mean, again, I like barbecue everywhere, so I don't have strong
Texas
opinions
barbecue
about
is
it.
spicy. More spicy than I want. But I also have a Midwestern palate where we like,
Yeah, but you also liked the
no seasoning.
You also liked the spicy mustard.
I did, though.
You're strange.
Like, what was the Texas barbecue place we had that closed?
Dickies.
Dickies. Like, Dickies was good. It was just their regular sauce was spicier than I wanted it to be.
At some point, we'll go back to Texas and we'll go to some.
Dickies isn't Texas? That was the closest thing we had. Because everything here is going to be very local South Carolina barbecue.
I think Dickies is advertised as Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's a chain that the Texans are like, nah. I mean that's fine, but I'm pretty sure it's advertised as such. Yeah, maybe we'll visit Tom.
That'd be nice.
Just completely unannounced. We'll show up.
I need
and then
to
we'll eat barbecue.
take Manatee.
Take him? You need to take him?
Tom could have him back. I love Manatee.
Luna Pro, it's a date. I want to know because I like trying. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be like mom and pop thing. It can be, but just something maybe that's like a chain that's exclusive to Texas. That's real good. I just want to eat, man. That's like everyone's got things they want to do on vacation. I want to eat. I want to eat. 305 bits from Picatron with the Luca Wing Star Rain. Appropriate. Very appropriate. And I think we'll go ahead and wrap up now. I think we'll go ahead and bring her to a close.
Okay.
Thank y'all for being here this morning. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed the the new alerts. They're fun.
They're fun.
And I think they look really nice. And that's a big thing for me. It's like, I want them to look nice. And they do. They do look nice. And again, that'll be what we use just going forward. Speaking of 32 months from Ultra Husk, thanks. And yeah, thank you to Chaz for putting this together. It looks great.
It does look great.
It looks really, really great. We will. I already announced all the stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, you got like 40 minutes until a 2018 vlog, and then I'll try and get yesterday's out as soon as I can too.
Was that the day we went to the lobster roll place and got lobster rolls? Oh, those were so good.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember how much they cost, but I recall them being expensive.
Yeah.
But I was also like, well, I'm in Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
At a very like hipster joint, hipster Tapas.
They were like top rated for the area though for lobster rolls.
Yeah, it was one of those things like, well, if we're gonna try this, we should probably like try a good one, and it was good. It was just it was
pricey.
It was a little expensive. Yeah, so expensive. 5 bits from Yummy Florence, who says Aldo, no, Tapas, Tapas. My mom had that same question once, where I was like, yeah, we were eating tapas, and she goes, you're eating, you went to like a topless restaurant? And I was like, no. She goes, okay. She's like, I didn't know where you went. Anyway, 500 bits from Yami Florence. I've seen you guys on the Runaway Guys, Coliseum, and Disc Only, but this was my first time here, and this was the best way to end my day. Thanks. Aw, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're around. Shout out to anyone that found us through these little offshoots of our own stuff, whether the Runaway Guys Coliseum or Disc Only. It's always fun. We typically, we stream so early compared to like everyone else. Yeah. But if you're ending your day with us, then maybe we're in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. We like streaming in the mornings, and no one else does.
Sometimes Patty's up.
Yeah, but that's because Patty hasn't slept.
Yeah.
That's why. So yeah. Railroad Drake says, I'm pretty sure I found you guys through Four Swords. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oyami says, I work night, so it's about 10:30 for me right now. Yeah, that's okay. So it could be a fun way to end your work nights then. Vagabond says, shout out to the people who watched the painting segment and decided, I want to eat breakfast with these guys. That thought process is like completely true, but also on paper doesn't make any sense. But is correct. I mean, if someone is here from the painting segment was like, yeah, breakfast sounds good. I'd love to have some eggs with them. All right, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And don't forget, there's a 2018 vlog in 40 minutes. Yep. And then tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back in Breath of the Wild. Not the last time, but one of the last times. Wild. Also, 300 bits from Grabobly with the surprise end clown. Thank you, Grabobly.